a bye week, Illinois is eager to get back on the field under the lights at Memorial Stadium, where they'll meet up with the Wisconsin Badgers. They've been held back long enough. Here come the Fighting Illini. Nathan Scheelhaase and the Illini ready to go before an orange-out crowd tonight. The all-orange uniforms for the first time since 2004 on display for Illinois tonight. BTN Football is presented by Buick. And tonight, the Wisconsin Badgers hit the road to take on those Illinois Fighting Illini. Hi, everybody. Alongside Chuck Long, I'm Kevin Kugler. Wisconsin comes into this matchup perhaps off their best performance of the season, a 35-6 win over Northwestern. And Chuck, no surprise, they've done it all year long, relying on that 1-2 punch they have in the backfield.
Yes, they have a great combination of power and speed with James White and Melvin Gordon. They're going to get the ball in bunches tonight. And they, as a run offense for Wisconsin, they lead the nation at over 7 yards per carry. So look for those two to get the majority of the footballs tonight.
Well, those guys are potent in the backfield for Wisconsin. For Illinois, though, good work in the backfield as well for Josh Ferguson. He's made some noise both on the ground and through the air.
Well, look for Josh to move all over the formation in Bill Cubitt's system as offensive coordinator. They're going to try to get Josh the ball, and he alone, when he touches the ball, averages over 9 yards a carry.
Now, he's been terrific tonight. Let's take a look at the Bank of America keys to tonight's game.
Well, the key for Wisconsin, everybody knows they're going to run the football. It's how they do with their play-action game will be key for them after they set it up with the run. And for Illinois, it's simple. You have to gang tackle those two running backs. If they don't gang tackle, don't get enough guys to the football, it'll be a long night for the Illinois defense. That's key for them.
Well, it's a clear night, but a cool night tonight here in Champaign. Feels like 52, brisk temperatures, brisk winds as well out of the west-southwest at 16 miles an hour. As we welcome in the third member of our crew, the man who will be in the elements all night, Jay Lehman.
Thanks, Kevin. It is Big Ten weather down here. It's actually linebacker weather, and we've got a battle of two of the Big Ten's best. Illinois' Jonathan Brown and Wisconsin's Chris Borland. Phenomenal players make plays all over the field, especially in the opponent's backfield. Brown is highly instinctive, plays well in space. Borland, aggressive, stout, physical. It's going to be fun to watch these two leaders play tonight.
As you take a look at the head coaches for these two squads, on the left, Gary Anderson, the head coach of Wisconsin, Tim Beckman, the head coach of Illinois. On the right, Illinois has won the toss, and the Fighting Illini will receive and get the offense on the field first under the lights. First conference home night game for Illinois since 2008. And there's a real electricity in the air here tonight in Champaign, Illinois. Andrew Endicott will kick things off for the Wisconsin Badgers. Miles Osei back deep, along with D'Angelo Bentley, one of the most dangerous return men in all of college football. And Bentley from the goal line. Bentley just shy of the 20-yard line. Illinois with the football. Impact players for the Illini against this Wisconsin defense.
Well, all starts with the quarterback, Nathan Scheelhaase, having a great year in Bill Cubitt's system. Leads the Big Ten in many categories. One of his go-to players is Josh Ferguson. Again, they're going to move him all over the formation to try to get him the football. And then Bo Allen at nose guard for Wisconsin is a force. He's the reason why Chris Borland gets all those tackles.
Aaron Bailey starts at quarterback with Scheelhaase split out wide to the bottom of your screen. And Bailey, with a stiff arm, can't get the corner. Well defended by the Badgers. Desmond Southward with the tackle, but a flag in at the end of the play at the 15-yard line.
Come out right away with the Wildcat formation with Aaron Bailey.
Our referee tonight is Mike Cannon. He'll tell us exactly what the penalty is.
Dead ball, personal foul, defense, number 13. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Connor O'Neill at the end of the play.
Yep, this late. Those are tough to stop. Your body's already has a lot of momentum towards the ball carrier. You have to find a way to dive over the top.
See the numbers for Nathan Scheelhaase, his ranks on the Illinois career list. First down from the 30-yard line. Shieldhouse sets up the screen. Ferguson with blockers. A first down and more as Ferguson's down to the 48-yard line. An 18-yard pickup, but a flag. 2 plays, 2 flags.
Yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's Ted Karras, the sophomore right guard. And one of the game captains tonight called for the illegal block below the waist.
And Tim Beckman has really liked the way this offensive line has come together. It's too bad on the, here it is right here. Can't block behind low like that. Should have stayed on his feet. He was behind the play anyway. Nice little screen pass to start this for the second play. All coming back though.
First down and 24 after the penalty. Shieldhouse. And that one nearly intercepted by Michael Caputo as he threw behind Steve Hull, the intended receiver.
And the reason why he threw behind, Kevin, is Chris Borland was sitting right in the middle. And he couldn't lead him that much because Chris Borland was right there. Back to an empty formation here.
3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Shieldhouse on 2nd and 24. 3-man rush for Wisconsin, getting a little pressure. The pass complete and a good tackle by Caputo as he dropped Martez Barr. And the offensive lineup for Illinois at the top of your screen. 13 drives for that offense this year of 10 plays or more. They had only 11 drives like that all of last year. Part of the renaissance that they're enjoying with Bill Cubitt's new offensive system.
Well, they're having a lot of fun, and they're getting a lot of players involved. So you have some ownership in the system. Keeps guys having fun in practice, wanting to come to practice with a lot of energy.
Penalty sapping the energy of this drive, though. Back to the 16 where it's 3rd and 24. Shieldhouse with time.
Just a 2-man rush. Dropping 9.
Nobody open, and Shieldhouse throws it away, almost intercepted on the dive out of bounds by Ethan Armstrong, but it's 4th down, and Illinois is going to have to punt it away.
Obviously not the start Illinois wanted, especially after that nice screen pass, and they do a great job with their screens. Bill Cubitt telling Nathan, hey, just throw the ball away, don't make a mistake.
Only Ohio State has scored against the Badgers on its opening drive this year. Illinois in some pretty good company. Nobody has been able to budge the Badgers other than the Buckeyes on the opening drive as Duvernois punts it away to Kenzel Doe at the 46. Doe nowhere to go. Good coverage by Illinois, but good field position after the 39-yard punt for the Wisconsin Badgers. Timeout on the field. Badgers bring the offense onto the field when we return. Football on BTN is presented by Buick. It's your kind of luxury. By Case IH. Be ready with the proven leader. Visit caseih.com/efficient power. And by the Principal Financial Group, proud sponsor of the Big Ten Conference. Chuck Long's drive to the combine last night. Part of our duties here over the weekend. Make sure the harvest gets in.
The more you can do, Kevin.
On first down at the 47-yard line, Joel Stave and the Badgers with great field position to start. And White with the carry. And nothing doing as he stood up at the line of scrimmage by Austin Teitzma. Wisconsin on offense. Chuck, your impact players.
Well, Joe Stave's really grown each and every week. Love what he's doing as a quarterback, especially in the play-action game. His favorite receiver, Jared Abbrederis, one of the best in the league, over 100 yards per game. Their big play receiver. On the opposite side, Illinois, Jonathan Brown leads the Big Ten in tackles. He's a sideline-to-sideline player, has to be a force against this vaunted Wisconsin run game.
Had 13 stops against Nebraska 2 weeks ago. Stave on second down to Abbrederis. Abbrederis, nice little stutter step to get extra yardage at the 47 of Illinois before Mason Monheim able to catch up to the superstar wide receiver Jared Abbrederis, who was knocked out of the Northwestern game in the first half last week. They're happy to have him back as you see the offensive starters for this Badger offense, 9th in the country, and along with Oregon, the only other FBS team with at least 1,700 yards rushing and 1,300 yards passing. Balanced, but very good balance.
Very good, and they do it by huddling each time. They're basically a huddle offense and not a fast-paced offense, but look for that to change a little bit in this game. They may add a little fast pace.
Viangelo Bentley down on the field. They'll help him to the sideline. That hurts not only in the secondary, but in the return game, both kick and punt returns. One of the most dangerous guys in all of college football. And a big weapon limping over to the training table for Illinois.
And as you mentioned, Kevin, especially in the return game, which is the field position and return game is what Illinois needs tonight.
3rd down and 4 at the Illini 47. Four-man rush. Stavi throws it short. Abradaris has the first down and more. Chased out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. Jared Abradaris, after a 17-yard gain, gets the first down as we take a look at the Auto Owners Insurance starting defense for Illinois. 102nd in the nation. Overall, they've struggled getting stops when they need them.
Yes, they have. That was a nice call by offensive coordinator Andy Ludwig of Wisconsin. And one of the things they want to see Stave improve on is yak yardage. In other words, keep the receiver moving on his feet instead of falling down after the catch. He did that there.
On the sweep, Gordon got a block. Gordon down the sideline. Gordon spinning down inside the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Mason Monheim saves the touchdown.
They're already used Gordon outside as a flanker receiver. Here's your fly sweep series. Fly meaning flanker, sweeping, just a power sweep to the left. Had blockers in front. Of course, Gordon has great speed.
Leads the Big Ten in rushing since last year. Every time he carries, he averages almost 10 yards per carry.
That's incredible.
1st and goal from the 2. Pedersen, the motion man. White into the end zone for the touchdown, and Wisconsin, for the first time in 5 games, scores on their opening drive. They lead at 6-0.
Well, there's your combination, Kevin, of power and speed. Speed with Gordon and power with James White near the goal line. Great combination, tough to defend. Exactly what Illinois did not want starting off the game.
The momentum was sapped for Illinois after a good play. They lost yardage on the penalty, and now Illinois gives up the touchdown. Wisconsin with the extra point, a 7-0 advantage on the road as the Badgers have stormed into Memorial Stadium in Champaign. And no surprise, James White on the ground gives the Badgers the lead. Wisconsin 7, Illinois nothing. 10:33 remaining in the first quarter at Memorial Stadium in Champaign. With Chuck Long and Jay Lehman, I'm Kevin Kugler. Earlier, Special Spectators, they're a nonprofit organization that creates magical days for seriously ill children and their families. A group from Special Spectators participated in tonight's coin toss. And it's great to see the Special Spectators kids coming out here and getting a chance to participate in something. As the kickoff ready to go, and back deep now, Martez Barr. And Barr from the goal line. Barr to the 15 and stood up at the 20-yard line. Of course, Viangelo Bentley would normally be the guy back there, but Bentley limped off earlier. And so Illinois' offense back out on the field as we take a look at the Auto Owners Insurance starting defense for the Wisconsin Badgers, a defense that ranks in the top 5 in the nation in total defense and in scoring defense. They're top 10 in both offense and defense.
Playing with a lot of confidence, Kevin, on defense. Hard to score on.
Only allowing 13 points per game this year. 3 times this year they've held teams without a touchdown, including last week. From the 20-yard line, first down.
Illinois back to a 5 wide receiver set.
Four-man rush. Shieldhouse. The jump pass to the sidelines and Barr, and he was juggling it as he went out of bounds. It's incomplete. Caputo out there on the coverage.
First down is very key. It's in any game, but especially this one. Wisconsin's the best in the league on first down. Illinois second behind them with over 7 yards per play on first down. So far, no good for Illinois, but they have to get back to that schedule against a great Wisconsin defense.
Second down. 10 yards to go. And the carry for Ferguson, and he'll go nowhere. Borland was there first. Southward came in to clean him up. And Jay Lehman, I know you enjoy watching great linebackers play, and Borland and this Wisconsin defense are certainly fun to watch.
It is a lot of fun to watch. Very, very physical player. And this Wisconsin defense, when Shieldhouse makes a check, they look back to their defensive coaches, and the coaches either say, play it or they're changing it. A lot of confusion, a lot of multiple looks from this Wisconsin D.
Dave Aranda, the defensive coordinator, has brought in a system that has been very aggressive and very successful early. Third down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Pressure coming. Shieldhouse hit as he throws, and a diving catch is made shy of the first down by Steve Hull.
The Wisconsin defense, Kevin, they give you so many different looks, especially on third and long. It's really hard for a quarterback to decipher everything. They need to pace it more. Illinois needs to pace their offense a little quicker so Wisconsin can't fool them with all their different looks. They're the best I've seen on tape with all the looks they give you defensively.
They're off to a good start here tonight. Shieldhouse hit by Brendan Kelly as he got rid of that one. Kelly, who was defensive end in the old 4-3 system, now an outside backer in this 3-4, and he's been successful. Got to the quarterback there. Doe calling for the fair catch in some traffic, and Wisconsin just shy of the 40-yard line. Will start first down and 10. BTN goes where you want, when you want it with BTN to Go, presented by Auto Owners Insurance. Watch every football game on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. BTN to Go is now available to all major subscribers who receive BTN through their cable, satellite, or participating video providers. To learn more, visit btntogo.com. Also available in the App Store and on Google Play. At the 38, Joel Stave and the offense of Wisconsin with Gordon, the single setback. Play action. Stave goes short. Look at the power from Jacob Pedersen, and a first down to the 49-yard line. That's yards after contact for the tight end.
Here's Melvin Gordon, as I mentioned before, as the fly sweep series here. Tough to stop. They have him all over the formation. Then there's their power back, James White, for the touchdown.
Badgers are 20-2 this year when White, or all time when White scores a touchdown. As Gordon picking his way into Illinois territory to the 46-yard line. Jonathan Brown on the tackle for Illinois.
This 1-2 punch of White and Gordon keeps them fresh all the way through the game and the season.
Second and 5 at the 46-yard line of Illinois.
Second medium, usually a rundown for Wisconsin.
It is for Gordon. Bouncing to the outside, and Melvin Gordon with a first down at the 39-yard line of Illinois.
Here's what the fly sweep can do. You see Gordon down here. Same thing, same play, hand it off. Big touchdown run with blockers out in front, just getting to the edge. Off of that now. Here's Wisconsin working him as a decoy. Play action to throw the long pass to Abrederis. Off the decoy to Gordon.
Well, he kept Northwestern off balance all week long last week. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. The quick toss out to Abrederis, and what a play. Being blocked, Mike Svatina shrugs off the block and drops Abrederis for the loss.
Just a small win for the Illinois defense. They finally made a stop. A tackle for loss. Good job of fighting through that block. It's all leverage on those outside bubble screens. And Mike got underneath that block, and he had all the leverage to the ball carrier.
2nd and 12 at the 41. Abbrederis again. Got a great block this time and has the first down. Abbrederis going downfield. Finally, Zane Petty able to get him. But if the screen doesn't work on the left, go to the right.
Well, it's really a run design with a bubble screen off of it. And Illinois was outflanked, especially with their corner. The corner has to get outside and turn that bubble screen into more defenders. They just saw, hey, Stave saw, hey, we can outflank him with this throw and threw it out there. But it's really a run-pass play.
Defensive coordinator Tim Banks trying to figure out a way to stop this Wisconsin offense. Here's Gordon. Gordon stepping through a tackle and walking in for a touchdown.
Looked like a misalignment for the Illinois defense, and that's because Wisconsin gives you so many different formation looks. It's hard to get lined up on them, and if you're a gap short, Kevin, which Illinois was there, they'll make you pay every time.
9th rushing touchdown this year for Melvin Gordon. And Wisconsin off to a great start on the road. Jack Russell for the extra point. The snap put down by Drew Meyer, and the kick is good. And a 14-0 lead for the Badgers. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, one by White. This one from Melvin Gordon, and a 2-touchdown lead on the road. With Chuck Long and Jay Lehman, Kevin Kugler back in Champaign, where Wisconsin, in 2 possessions, has racked up 115 yards and 14 points. Nice way to start a road game if you're the Wisconsin Badgers. Meanwhile, Illinois trying to right the ship. Martez Barr back deep awaiting the kickoff. And Barr on for the injured D'Angelo Bentley. Fakes the end around. Barr across the 20-yard line to the 21, 1st down and 10 for Shieldhouse and the Illini. Chuck, let's go back to that touchdown.
Okay, Zane Petty, it's all about eye discipline and gap integrity, okay? He needs to stay outside. Instead, he got sucked inside. And he lost leverage to the ball. They pinned him inside, touchdown. That's how fast it can happen. You got to have gap integrity.
Now Illinois has got to figure out a way to put some yards together. It's Bailey at quarterback. Shieldhouse bobbles the reverse snap, and it's scooped up by Ethan Heamer of Wisconsin. It goes from bad to worse for Illinois, and it's 1st and goal, Badgers.
Just a tough way to start the game right now for Illinois. He just threw it a little bit high on him. You always want to work a little toss to wide receivers instead of hand the ball off, because that's what they're used to. So they're doing the right thing. It just as a high toss.
Bill Cubit, offensive coordinator. It's been an offense that's been tremendous for most of this year. They're really in some trouble now as Wisconsin's got it 1st and goal at the 8 after the turnover. Pedersen in motion. Stave to throw. And short. First incompletion of the night for Joel Stave, who started 5 for 5, and it's 2nd down.
That's actually a pretty smart throw. I know it looks like he threw him behind him, but there's a corner out in front ready to make that tackle.
I know he doesn't look it, but Gary Anderson's got to be thrilled right now with how his team has started on the road.
Well, it has to be. You're 14-0. First quarter's not even over yet. You're knocking at the door.
Second down. White the carry. And White pounding his way down to the 3-yard line. Ernest Thomas on the tackle, and it's 3rd goal.
There's your power back again, just right up the gut. what I love about this offense with the run game, they find the edge on you, then they're right up the middle on you in different kinds of formations. It's tough to get a bead on this offense, just in their run game alone.
3rd down and goal.
Here comes another formation.
Play action. Stabby to the end zone. Touchdown Badgers. 20-0 Wisconsin. Second career touchdown catch for Brian Wozniak. And the Badgers rolling early on the road.
Well, there's your play action, Kevin. As we said at the outset of the game, off the vaunted run game. Very deadly for a defense. Try to defend all of it.
Jack Russell's extra point is good. 21-0 Wisconsin. The Badgers taking advantage of the turnover. Brian Wozniak, 2nd catch, 2nd touchdown of the year. Wisconsin with a 3-touchdown lead. The turnover by Illinois cashed in on the touchdown pass to Wozniak, and a 21-0 advantage for Wisconsin. Langford and Osei now back deep for Illinois, trying to provide a little spark in the return game. As the Illini coming off a bye week, struggling to get going. Langford, he's got explosive speed, and a good tackle made at the 22-yard line by the kick coverage team, and the kicker, Endicott, who makes the stop for Wisconsin.
Everybody's getting in the act here, Kevin.
All right, you're Bill Cubitt, putting the offensive headset on. Chuck Long, what in the world do you do here?
I would start over. You know, he has a 25-play script. Most coordinators have a script when they start out. I just start over. 5 guys right here. Here's the different formations that they use. Here's your 5 wides. Stay fancy with it.
We'll look at some of the other wrinkles that Illinois has in their offense in just a moment after this first down play. Little speed option now. Shieldhouse with nowhere to go, trying to turn it upfield, and Bo Allen, right in the middle of everything, makes the stop after a short gain for Shieldhouse of 2. So we'll go back to look against Nebraska, some of the other formations they used.
Yeah, here's a couple of tackles that they spread out. They only had the guards at center. Look at the confusion Wisconsin has. They can't get it straight. Those are the things that Illinois has to do against this defense.
For several times in that game, Nebraska had issues getting lined up, didn't have guys on at the right time. Huskers still won that game 39-19 2 weeks ago. 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line. Play action. Shieldhouse under pressure. Ball is out. Loose at the 18-yard line. Ripped out by Wisconsin. Covered by Simon Svijanovich, the left tackle.
Well, it's just a little simple play action, but there's just so much pressure. It's just hard to go toe-to-toe with this Wisconsin defense, especially their line. I said at the outset, the big challenge is going to be the center, Alex Hill, Illinois center Alex Hill against Bo Allen, that big nose guard. That's going to be the big challenge for this Illinois offense.
Hemer collapsed that pocket. Kelly, the guy who got to Shieldhouse and knocked it out. 3rd and 13 at the 19. Here comes some pressure. Shieldhouse looking down the sideline. The ball caught but out of bounds. Trying to adjust was Spencer Harris, but the pass incomplete, and it's 4th down, and the punt team comes on again.
They're just behind the chains right now, Kevin, in each series. A lot of second longs, third longs right now. Tough to complete those. Those are low percentage down and distance conversions. Wisconsin's doing exactly what they want to do on defense right now.
Duvernay with a good punt, driving Doe back to the 40-yard line. Kenzel Doe into Illinois territory. across the 45-yard line, where Wisconsin will start again with good field position. Well, former Illini defensive back and current NASA astronaut Mike Hopkins is upstairs, 260 miles high in the International Space Station, and he had a message for the Illini.
Now, I'm talking to you guys from the gym here on ISS. It's not as fancy as the gym that you have, but as you know, what's important is the hard work that goes into the gym. And I know you guys have put a lot of hard work into it because the season has started out really well. They had a tough loss a couple of weeks ago against Nebraska, but I know if a guy like me can make it up into space, you guys can certainly beat any team in the Big Ten. You got to believe in yourselves, you got to believe in your teammates, your coaches, and your system. And if you do that, great things are going to happen. Now, as much fun as I'm having up here, I'd love to be down there with you guys playing another game for the Fighting Illini. So go get those Badgers.
Of course, Mike was on with the BTN Live crew yesterday and recorded that message for his team. They played it on the big screen at Memorial Stadium in pregame. Unfortunately, so far, Illinois has not been able to use that as any motivation as Wisconsin's come out to a 3-touchdown lead here in this first quarter.
So Illinois is on their heels right now.
Melvin Gordon with the carry, and Gordon down just shy of the 40-yard line in the arms of Mason Monheim. Third down coming up, and Chuck, this would be a huge stop for Illinois just to get a little bit of feel good going on right now. They don't have much.
Yeah, big stop here if they can get it. They have them in a third long situation. They've been playing on one side of the field the whole day. They need to find a way to flip this field as well.
Third down and 6. Stabby with White right next to him in the shotgun. Pressure coming. Stabby able to elude the rush for the moment and throws incomplete. He wanted Pedersen over the middle. The pressure forcing him out, and it's 4th down, and the Illini get that defensive stop they've been looking for.
That was a great stop on Stabby. They made it get in a drop back mode on a 3rd and long. I think that's one of the weaknesses of the Wisconsin offense. He's better at play action. They had some pressure. They needed to tackle him the first time, but they had enough pressure on him to make an errant throw. So Illinois had a good win there on defense.
Drew Meyer punting. Darius Mosley back deep. And into the end zone for the touchback. Illinois gets the stop on defense. Now the offense trying to put something together. So far, negative yardage in this first quarter for the Illinois offense. An offense that has been very good all year long, top 40 in the country overall, both in total yardage and in scoring. Bill Cubits made a remarkable turnaround with this offense, but so far nothing doing against the Badger D.
Well, they're a little jittery right now in offense. Need to settle down. One of the things that came out of the Nebraska game, they weren't patient enough. Bill Cubits said, hey, we need to stay more patient with our ball plays so we can execute better.
Here's Aaron Bailey back in quarterback Shieldhouse, split to the bottom of your screen. Bailey on the keep. Bailey with a first down for Illinois to the 32-yard line. 12-yard run for Bailey before Kelly can get the stop.
And that's how they started off the game, Kevin, with a little wildcat with Aaron Bailey. Let's see if they pace this now, which I think they need to do against this Wisconsin defense so they don't get set up. Need to go faster.
Shieldhouse back under center. Shieldhouse with time. Now going to run it. And Shieldhouse picks up 3.5 yards before he ducks out.
Smart play by Nathan Shieldhouse. They were going for the home run ball with a deep post, but they covered it, and he got some positive yards with his feet. Stay positive. Can't have the negative lost yards plays against this Wisconsin defense. They'll make you pay.
They did earlier. They have all first quarter. You saw those first 4 possessions for Illinois. Nothing doing. 2nd and 7 at the 35. 4 receivers to the bottom of the screen. And Shieldhouse on the keep. He's got the first down to the 45-yard line. Tanner McAvoy on the tackle for Wisconsin.
I think when Illinois gets in spread sets, or when they have everybody displaced wide, they have better production in their offense, especially against this Wisconsin defense.
Trying to pace it a little bit. First down at the 45-yard line. Pressure up the middle from Herring. Shieldhouse able to buy time and complete it down near the 35 to Steve Hall. A big gain and a first down for Illinois as they march into Badger territory. 20-yard pickup through the air.
Offensive line starting to settle down a little bit for Illinois. Nice protection. Gave Nathan a chance to scramble. Kept his eyes down the field. All good quarterbacks that can keep their eyes down the field on their scramble made the play.
Borland not on the field right now for Wisconsin. We'll get an update from Jay in just a bit. As Shieldhouse, pressure up the middle, throws it, it's caught. Across the 30 goes Osei, and a pickup of 8 for Miles Osei. Ethan Armstrong with the tackle, and there's Chris Borland over on the exercise bike. That's a guy that Wisconsin does not want to see on the sidelines. They want him on the field. As we've reached the end of the first quarter, Gary Anderson trying to get his troops fired back up again. Illinois starting to move the football as we reach the end of the first. But it's been all Badgers in this first quarter. Started out with a lot of excitement for Illinois, but Wisconsin's taking a little air out of the balloon. 21-0 after one. Chris Borland on the sidelines right now. Marcus Trotter on the field, taking his spot for the Wisconsin Badgers. And with Borland on the sideline, Illinois starting to move the football. 2nd and 2 at the Badger 27. Shieldhouse got a block and is just out of bounds at the 25, very close to the first down. It'll depend on the spot.
Chris Borland is their great leader on defense. And usually when they're on a bike like that, Kevin, it's usually a tight hamstring.
Well, you know it's killing him, prowling over on the sideline. Jay Lehman's got a little bit more info on Chris Borland, Jay.
Yes, I just got word from the Wisconsin staff that Chris Borland has a right leg injury and he is questionable to return. Right now he's watching the game without his helmet.
That's not a good thing. On the option pitch, Ferguson has the first down on 3rd and short.
Always a great play on 3rd short to run option. Something that Bill Cubit, offensive coordinator Bill Cubit, added to his offense in the bye week. And the reason why is he wanted to settle down that Wisconsin defense, and that's what option does to you. You can't blitz as much when you run option.
At the 22, first down and 10. The play action. Shieldhouse to the end zone, and it's too high and incomplete. Looking out there for Langford. Darius Hillary in the vicinity, and it's 2nd down. We mentioned the injury to Borland. Jay says he's questionable to return. Not only does that impact Wisconsin on the defensive side of the football, but long field goals probably out of the question now for Wisconsin, because Gary Anderson announcing this week that Chris Borland would be the guy kicking from 45 yards out if they needed a long field goal try.
Yeah, that's probably out of the question now, Kevin, and they've been struggling in that department. His 4th down calls will change when they're on offense.
2nd down and 10 at the 22 for Shieldhouse. On the sprint out. And down at the 20 is Steve Hall. Good open field tackle. Marcus Trotter came over to finish off when Sojourn Shelton had started. And only the 14th time this year that a Wisconsin opponent has gotten into the red zone.
They've been really good in the red zone. That's where Nathan Shieldhouse has to be patient. I thought he got out of the pocket a little too quick there. Again, offensive coordinator Bill Cubit wants him to stay in the pocket, have a little bit more patience, set your feet. A little bit better than what he did against Nebraska. He should have stayed there a little bit longer on that one.
13th trip into the red zone this year against Wisconsin. As the timeout is taken by Illinois to talk about what to do now that they're in the red zone.
This will be a full media timeout.
3rd and 7 for Nathan Scheelhaus, and the Illini down 21-0. Here's tonight's Jack Link's search for Sasquatch. We've been looking for him for weeks, Chuck.
I know.
We've not found him. No sign of him yet. No sign of Sasquatch.
I got a feeling we're going to find him.
Wait a minute. There he is. Sasquatch is here. Now the real question is, who's going to mess with Sasquatch? I assume that will be you, Chuck.
I'm not messing with him.
3rd and 7 here, Illinois. 10th play of this drive. 14th time this year that Illinois has put a drive of 10 plays or more together, trying to find some points at the end of this drive.
Man coverage by Wisconsin, which is heavy for them down here.
Scheelhaus with lots of time. Nobody open. Now he's going to run. Scheelhaus trying to wriggle forward for the first down, and he's got it at the 11-yard line. Desmond southward with the tackle, 8-yard scramble, and the first.
When you play man-to-man coverage, you do not account for the quarterback. And that's why when everybody spreads out, everybody's running with the receivers, nobody covers the quarterback. Nathan did a nice job of tucking and getting the first down. Smart, heady play. Back to a full zone for Wisconsin's defense.
Hold the motion man from the 11 on first down. Over the middle to Langford. Kelly on the tackle, and Ryan Langford, who didn't have a catch against Nebraska 2 weeks ago, able to snare that one and get in the receiving column for the first time tonight.
They need to get Langford involved in this offense. Bill Cubitt wanted to get that going and get Langford going somehow, some way. He's going to put him to the field more than the boundary. He had him into the boundary, Kevin. He's going to put him more to the wide side field where corners don't press you as much or don't get up in your face as much to the wide field.
2nd and 6, Scheelhaus with blockers in front, and good recovery by Wisconsin. Marcus Trotter got over there to help close the door at the 3-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal.
They can recover well, that Wisconsin defense.
I should say they can get a first down at the 1. They do not need to get into the end zone. The marker just inside the 1-yard line.
Nathan Scheelhaus is having more patience now with both the passing game and the run game, letting everything develop in both those areas, which he did not do as well against Nebraska.
Third down and 2. Scheelhaus with pressure coming. Scheelhaus is sacked. Derek Landish got him back at the 14-yard line.
That's where he has to get rid of the football, Kevin. Nothing's there, just throw it away. Throw it in the back of the end zone. Now, they're still close enough for a field goal attempt, but you want to get as close as possible for your kicker. Just throw it in the back of the end zone. Don't take the sack in that area. Nice coverage by Wisconsin. Good pressure.
Taylor Zaleski with a 31-yard try. He's 5 for 8 on the year. His long is 40 yards. And Zaleski able to get Illinois on the board with the 31-yard field goal. Wisconsin, though, happy that they were able to hold them out of the end zone. With 10:45 to go first half, Wisconsin's lead down to 21-3.
They just don't let you score touchdowns down there. That Wisconsin defense held them to 3 after a nice drive by Illinois. At least Illinois got on the board, and that's important, especially early in the game.
Mentioned it early, only 3 teams this year have gotten into the end zone against this Wisconsin defense. They've held 3 of their 6 foes this year without a touchdown. Only other team to do that in college football, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
That's pretty good company, Kevin.
And when you're talking defense, that's not a bad place to live.
Not a bad place to live. That's an exceptional statistic. And that's just a lot of that is scheme, of course, by defensive coordinator Dave Aranda. But then you start getting confident. And as that confidence grows, Tough to score on him.
Zaleski to kick off. 5 yards deep. The knee is taken. And the touchback for Wisconsin. Jay Lehman standing by with a very special guest.
You guys a lot about it during the past season.
I am. I'm with head coach John Gross. John is so excited. He was telling me about his book, The Energy Bus, which he shared with Tim Beckman this summer to motivate his team. Tell me, what makes the Energy Bus so good for teams?
Well, I think it's great because it talks about the whole concept of not being an energy vampire. I mean, when you're in a room, you're either giving energy or you're sucking the energy out of the room, and really that's the focus of the book. John Gordon's a tremendous author, so our guys had a chance to read some of it last year, and we did as well.
With your young team, what's been the fruit of this book? You got any vampires? You got some people that bring the energy?
Well, we've been able to recruit some, and we've got some veterans that have returned that are definitely energy givers. We're very fortunate there. That's important in our program. We want guys who give off energy.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Oh, Wisconsin missing one there. Jared Abbrederis was all alone on the play action, and Stavi just could not connect with him.
There would have been a huge play, and he just didn't have enough arm strength to get it out there. Abbrederis is well behind the defenders. A great play call.
He had a 5-yard cushion, did Abbrederis, between himself and the nearest defender. Offensive coordinator, Coach Ludwig, Andy Ludwig, looking on second down. And a flag is down on the carry by James White. Looked like a hold out there on the edge.
Check is coming back.
Holding. Offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Now, this is a Wisconsin offense that has a hard time when they get behind the chains, Kevin, of getting that first down. They don't get behind the chains much at all. This is foreign territory for them on a second long, extra long here.
2nd and 20 after that penalty on Rob Havenstein. Stavi to Abbrederis at the 20, and Abbrederis gets the penalty yardage back plus a yard out near the 27-yard line. It'll leave a 3rd and 8. Bello on the stop for Illinois.
Good call by offensive coordinator Andy Ludwig. Just get some of it back. Don't get all of it back. Just get some of it back. Get to a 3rd and manageable situation. Kept the throw safe to the outside. Smart play call there. Now you're in a manageable 3rd. Not where Wisconsin likes to be.
Three receivers to the top of the screen on 3rd and 8. Stavi under pressure, and Stavi is sacked. Tim Kennard and Jonathan Brown combine on the sack of Stavi, and the punt team will come on for Wisconsin.
Great pressure up the middle, bull rush, and there's nowhere to go in the pocket for Stavi. Again, that's not where Wisconsin wants to be. That's not their game, that drop back passing game. They want to be able to run the ball and play action off of it. Illinois got him behind the chains and made him pay. Good pass rush by Illinois.
Drew Meyer with Osei and Mosley back. Good punt by Meyer. Osei at the 28. Nice move at the 35, and Osei caught from behind as he tried to head upfield. Jakari Washington on the tackle, and a timeout on the field. 21-3 Wisconsin. Illinois with the football when we return. Wednesday night, it's an all-new episode of BTN's award-winning original series. It's the show with an unprecedented look inside the Big Ten season. The Journey Big Ten Football 2013, presented by Best Buy. All new this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on BTN. Alongside Chuck Long with Jay Lehman on the field, I'm Kevin Kugler from Champaign, Illinois. 21-3. Wisconsin with the lead. Best starting field position of the night for Illinois at their own 43-yard line. Shieldhouse. Gonna throw, looking deep, got a man open, it's caught inside the 10, Steve Hull, 1st and goal, Illinois.
They set that play up with some option runs earlier in the game. Here's Bill Cubit setting up for his little option pass off the option run earlier in the game. Nice play call, set up earlier with the option. Little stutter, safety sucks up. Hull right over the top. Nice throw by Shieldhouse with perfect loft, with perfect air underneath the football.
51-yard gain and too many men on the field. A flag is thrown. Wisconsin had 12 out there.
That usually happens, Kevin.
Illegal substitution. Defense, 12 men in the formation. Half the distance to the goal line. First down.
After a big play, and they get new personnel on the field offensively, Illinois is going to a jumbo set. They have all big players on the field, and Wisconsin threw Wisconsin off.
Donovan Young, the single setback. First and goal at the 3. Wilson, the motion man. Young, the carry. Young fighting through a seam and gets down near the 1-yard line. It'll be second down.
I mentioned the power speed of the 2 running backs for Wisconsin. Donovan Young gives them the power for Illinois.
This is the penalty a moment ago. Players running on, off. They don't know what's going on.
It's all because Illinois brought their heavy people out, their big people. So Wisconsin wanted to match that with their big people. There's confusion.
Same big formation again for Illinois on second and goal at the 1-yard line. At Lacoste, the motion man. The give again is to Young. Young trying to push his way across the goal line. He's not going to get there. Marcus Trotter, who's in for the injured Chris Borland, makes the stop, and now third down from right there, the half-yard line.
That's where that Wisconsin defense is tough down in there. This is man on man right here. Mano y mano. Right now, Illinois choosing to huddle up. I would have gone fast right there. Here they go.
Maryland I. The give is to the tailback. Ferguson, touchdown.
Here we go. They went to a triple I formation there on that touchdown, Kevin, and they did it fast out of the huddle, so Wisconsin could not recognize it. Great call by Bill Cubit.
Taylor Zaleski on for the extra point. And the Illini fighting back. Once down, 3 touchdowns. Down now by 11 after the third down carry by Ferguson. Breaks the plane and gets Illinois into the end zone. Wisconsin 21, Illinois 10. Chuck Long, let's go back to that Maryland I that got him the touchdown.
Yeah, it's just your triple I formation. Let's draw the I right there, which gives you 2 lead blockers instead of 1 for your tailback. Good push up front. Got it in the end zone, which is a rare thing to happen against that Wisconsin defense. Great drive by Illinois, set up by the big, long pass play.
And that scoring drive brought to you by Buick. 4 plays, 57 yards, and Illinois right back in this ball game. They've gotten some offense, but perhaps more important, they got some stops on the defensive side of the football.
Got Wisconsin behind the chains, which Wisconsin doesn't like to be in, not very good at.
Doe going to take a knee as urged by his teammate back there. And it'll be a touchback for Wisconsin. More on linebacker Chris Borland from another linebacker, Jay Lehman.
Yeah, I just saw Chris Borland with ice on his right hamstring come over to his defense and say, listen, guys, that was one drive. Flush it. Play our game. Play our technique. We can stop these guys. But, Chuck, it looks to me like the wind is out of the sails of the Wisconsin defense since Borland's out. As a play caller, when you see a defensive leader go out, does the offensive corner get more aggressive?
Yes, he does. And the thing that Chris Borland brings to the table, he calls out all the offensive plays. That's how good he is at studying film. Right now, they may not have that in their defense. So Illinois is executing.
Gordon on the sweep. Gordon tripped up at the 31-yard line. Mason Monheim able to get him around the ankles before he could make a real big play. Just a 6-yard run for Gordon. I say just a 6-yard run. That's about 4 yards below his average over the last 2 years.
Offensive coordinator Andy Ludwig going back to his fly sweep series with Melvin Gordon.
Well, this has been a tale of 2 quarters. Wisconsin just 15 yards in the second quarter after a huge first. Here's White with a hole, and White with a first down at the 36-yard line before Eaton Spence could drive him back.
This big offensive line in Wisconsin is just getting pushed. Your simple up the gut play with push up the middle. That's where Illinois' defense has to get another safety down in the box near the line of scrimmage to stop that play.
Look at those big guys up front. 6'6", 321. That's the average size of those Wisconsin offensive linemen. And they open up a big hole for Gordon to run through as he gets 8 to the 43-yard line. Ernest Thomas on the tackle.
Just the power and size of that offensive line moving Illinois off the ball. A smaller defensive line in Illinois, as you mentioned, Kevin. And again, to combat that, they have to bring some safeties down in there. Bring 9 guys in that box, not just 8. Bring a 9th guy down in there. Those safeties are a little bit too high right now.
2nd and 3 at the 43. And White to the 45-yard line, 1 yard short of the first down. Back to Jay Lehman.
Looking at the offensive line, you're exactly right, Chuck. They are pushing the defensive line, getting lower, even though they're taller, getting lower than the Illinois defensive line. And the running back doesn't have to make a cut until he's 3 or 4 yards up the field. You know that's dangerous. You want to make that back cut in the backfield.
3rd down and goal, or 3rd down and 1 at the 45-yard line. Movement up front.
Offside. Defense number 44. Contact. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Free first down on 3rd and 1. Teitzma a little bit anxious.
Right there on the jump. And they should never jump when you're that close to the ball as a defensive lineman. You got to watch that ball. You can see the ball right out of the corner of your eye.
From midfield on first down. White right up the middle, and White with a good run down near the Illinois 42-yard line. Houston Bates on the stop. James White, as they hurry up, always feels slighted when they say he can't run between the tackles, and he likes to prove that he can as a flag's down. Maybe a free play for Stavi as he finds Abradaris at the 20-yard line, and Abradaris down to the 14-yard line. There's flags on either sideline.
Probably caught with 12 men for Illinois. Wisconsin showing some pace in their offense, Kevin, going fast. Something that they added new to their system recently.
Illegal substitution. Defense 12 men on the field. That penalty is declined. First down.
Yeah. There he is trying to get on. They're trying to communicate, but Wisconsin's going fast. Don't substitute when you're going fast like that. Easier said than done. I'm up here in the box.
Teitzma was the guy trying to get off the field. First down and 10 at the 14-yard line. Wisconsin on the move. Pedersen, the motion man, on first down. Here's Gordon. And Gordon dropped near the 10-yard line with another flag down.
That was a late flag there, Kevin. Not sure what this one's going to be.
Clipping. Offense, number 54. 15-yard penalty. Replay first down.
A huge penalty. Clipping against Kyle Costigan. And back up 15 yards.
See the clip right there in the middle.
right there.
Right.
Clipped Mason Monheim.
Just kept pushing him.
Stay tuned for the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report. Dave, Jerry, and Howard will be along from our Chicago studio. Scores and highlights from around the Big Ten. Michigan's record-breaking day. Ohio State was pushed by the Hawkeyes today in an upset in Evanston. All that coming up at the half. First and 22 after the penalty. They set up the screen, and it's buried by Illinois. Wonderful defense as Jonathan Brown got there first. Monheim came in to close the door, and a loss back to the 30-yard line.
Impressed, Jay, with Illinois' defense. Running to the football right now. They're getting more hats to the ball. Playing with some fire, Jay Lehman on defense. There's a zero coverage. They sniffed out the screen. They're all over it. Another lost play for Wisconsin. They're second and extra long. A very rare place to be for Wisconsin.
Second and 26 is a place not many offenses are very comfortable. Stavi steps up in the pocket. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Pedersen. And Pedersen down to the 1-yard line. First and goal, Badgers.
That was just a great catch by Pedersen. Stave stepped up in the pocket nice, threw it behind him a little bit. Threw it high. Pedersen made a nice grab. That's just a crusher for the Illinois defense. Had him second and extra long and gave up a big pass right down the middle.
What a catch by Pedersen, who's in motion on first and goal at the 1. Melvin Gordon to carry, and Melvin Gordon in for 6. Second rushing touchdown of the night for Melvin Gordon, his 10th this year. And the Badgers answer back, now up 27-10.
And that long pass just really took the wind out of Illinois' sails. They just couldn't recover to stop them on that next play. They were in a cover 2, left the middle of the field wide open. Melvin Gordon made him pay the next play.
Russell's extra point is good. And with 1:55 to go in the first half, Melvin Gordon into the end zone for the second time tonight. His Badgers with a 28-10 lead. Melvin Gordon's second touchdown of the night, 28-10. The score now in favor of the Wisconsin Badgers. Tonight's United States Marine Corps leader of the game is Illinois junior punter Justin Duvernois with a 3.18 GPA. His major, environmental economics and policy. He's scheduled to graduate in December of next year. He's also involved in the Hometown Heroes program, where student athletes make visits to area schools and youth clubs. Back deep, Ryan Langford for Illinois. Langford at the 13. Langford still on his feet. Langford just shy of the 35-yard line. Decent field position for Illinois with 1:47 and 2 timeouts to work with. One more look at the touchdown, Chuck.
You got the left guard pulling here, okay? And watch the patience of Melvin Gordon. Let the big men get out in front. Both guard and tackle pull. Let them get out in front and follow the big men in. That's great patience by Melvin Gordon on the touchdown. Don't beat the guard tackle to the hole. Let them get there first.
It's a guy who knows how to get to the end zone 10 times already this year with rushing touchdowns. 28-10 Wisconsin. Shieldhouse. There's Langford. Langford to the 41-yard line. Illinois trying to hustle things up.
This is where Tim Beckman thought that Illinois panicked in the last game. Be patient. Don't panic. They just scored on you, but get a nice drive here.
On 2nd and 3. Shieldhouse with a first down across midfield. Martez Barr into Badger territory at the 43. Clock stops while they move the chains. 1:16 to go first half.
And they're going quick here, Kevin. They're not letting Wisconsin get set up and call their defense, which is exactly what you have to do against a defense that likes to blitz. and cause confusion.
1st and 10 at the 43. Pressure coming. It's picked up. Shieldhouse looking deep down the far sideline. Langford's got it. 1st and goal, Illinois.
There's your wide side throw to Langford, getting him more involved in the offense. Bill Cuban wanted him to the field where there's more space and less coverage, or less tight coverage, I should say. Great throw by Nathan, keeping it on the outside shoulder.
1st down and goal from the 4-yard line. Young the carry, working up the middle, pushing the pile down to the 1.
Illinois showing some power here, Kevin. Offensive line's playing very well right now. Protecting well, and they're running the ball well.
Illinois using one of their 2 remaining timeouts with 50 seconds to go in this first half, a yard away from punching one in late here in the first half.
Going fast again after a big play. Trying to catch a Wisconsin defense off guard, but they're showing some good push in there. Just an inside zone, up the gut run. Man-on-man blocking.
Reason to celebrate in the stands right now for Illinois fans. It was a rough start, fell behind 21-0 at the end of 1 quarter. But Illinois showing some fight in this 2nd quarter.
They've regrouped well. Head coach Tim Beckman's done a nice job keeping them in the game after a horrid start.
And now Aaron Bailey in at quarterback. 2nd and goal from the 1. Bailey, the toss to the end zone for the touchdown. There was another number 15 in orange that used to do something similar for the Florida Gators. Tim Tebow, the fake run and the toss. Bailey pulled it off to perfection.
Well, offensive coordinator Bill Cuban told us there's going to be a few more wrinkles in the Wildcat package. That was one of them. I call that the Denny's route. Oh.
Now they line up for the extra point. Formation into it.
I call that the Denny's route because it's always open.
Zaleski for the extra point. And a 28-17 ball game. Matt Lacoste with his 3rd touchdown catch of the year as Bailey connects to bring the Illini within 11. Illinois fans starting to feel pretty good tonight as their team back in this one, down 11. Stay tuned. The Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report is just seconds away. Dave, Jerry, and Howard are in our Chicago studio right now, putting on the finishing touches of the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report. That's coming up 45 seconds away from halftime. It was a very interesting and odd day in some respects in the Big Ten Conference and throughout college football. A lot to cover as Zaleski's kickoff taken by Doe at the goal line. Denzel Doe with a little bit of a hole. Doe with a flag down is down at the 31-yard line. Ball popped out at the very end, but he was down before it came out.
Probably a block in the back here, Kevin. Usually the case on kick returns.
On the return, holding, receiving team number 97. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Let's take a look at the penalty once more. We'll see it here.
Right here.
So now with an 11-point lead, 35 seconds to go.
Okay. Here's your touchdown. Bailey's going to fake it. We got a simple corner and flat route here.
Wisconsin's not going to do anything too dramatic here. Take the knee and be happy to go in with an 11-point lead.
Bailey's going to fake it, suck everybody up in there. And there he is, wide open in the back. Again, I call that the Denny's route. It's always open.
And halftime is here in Champaign, Illinois. The touchdown from Bailey to Lacoste has brought Illinois right back into this one. Stay tuned for the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report. Dave, Jerry, and Howard are coming next. Our halftime score, Wisconsin 28, Illinois 17. BTN football presented by Buick as we get ready to start the third quarter with a 28-17 lead for the Wisconsin Badgers alongside Chuck Long with Jay Lehman down on the field. I'm Kevin Kugler. Good to have you with us tonight from a quickly chilling Champaign, Illinois. It started at about 54 degrees. It's gotten a little bit cooler as we've gone on, and the two-headed monster tonight for Wisconsin, well, doing what they do, scoring touchdowns and becoming effective once again.
That's what they do, Kevin, and they're staying true to form. And the great thing about this Wisconsin offense, they never get away from that for very long. They only got some long yards a couple of times. That's rarefied air for them. They didn't handle it well, but they want to get back to the run game.
And moments ago, coming out of the Wisconsin locker room, if you were to choose one player that Badger fans don't want to see walking out of the locker room in street clothes, it's Chris Borland, their senior linebacker, their All-American, their team leader at 16 tackles against Ohio State in that big clash earlier in the year, and he is obviously done for the night.
He's done. The pads are off, Kevin. And he's probably a guy that wants to play. Probably told me he could play, but Coach Anderson says, hey, we have a long year ahead of us. Let's not make it worse.
Denzel Doe back deep, awaiting the kickoff. Wisconsin will start with the football in this second half. And Doe from just inside the goal line, kind of stutter step for a moment, and it'll be a touchback. Very close to crossing that goal line, and instead takes the touchback, and Wisconsin will head out on offense with the 11-point lead. How close was it, Chuck?
That's close.
That left foot, he kind of moved it back there
Yes.
on second glance just to make sure.
Hard to know where you're at.
So first down at the 25-yard line for Wisconsin. Gordon on the sweep. They fake it to him, give it to White. And White just tripped up as he popped through a hole by Ernest Thomas as we check in downstairs with Jay Lehman.
Got a chance to catch it with both coaches. Gary Anderson, visually upset, said, we've made way too many mistakes. That was all he said. He did not want to mention anything more. Tim Beckman said it comes down to us stopping them, especially stopping the run. Let's see if they can do that on this drive.
Well, not a good start for that Illinois defense. The 9-yard run up the middle by White. And on second down, just a yard to go for Stabby and the Badgers. Gordon popped, falls forward, and has the first down. Zane Petty on the tackle. Here's our Quicken Loans quarterback comparison, and the numbers relatively similar. Nathan Scheelhaus 155 yards through the air, a little bit more yardage for Nathan Scheelhaus.
Both playing very well tonight, commanding the game, commanding their offense, and moving the ball, which is the most important thing.
From the 36, first down. Gordon, nice little move to get free of the initial contact and get positive yardage. Gave a little stutter step to Jake Howe to get by him. And Melvin Gordon gets a few yards. Let's go back to that Quicken Loans quarterback comparison. Joel Stave has lost a few yards since the initial showing, but still a very solid first half.
Big thing, no interceptions for either one. That is the whole key to quarterbacking.
Shieldhouse does have the one fumble, that coming on the pitch on the end around. 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line. Huge hole, and Gordon explodes through it. First down for Gordon to the Illini 46-yard line. Zane Petty finally able to bring him down as Melvin Gordon goes over 100 yards on the night.
One of the adjustments that defensive coordinator Tim Banks for Illinois has done at halftime, Kevin, as I said in the first half, he's getting those safeties down lower. He doesn't think that defensive line can hold up against Wisconsin's massive O-line, and he's getting those safeties down lower, but Gordon's so powerful, he runs right through it. But those safeties are getting lower.
6th time this year that Gordon has gone over 100 yards. 12th time for a Badger rusher. Stave off the play fake finds James White. Nice move by White. White gets a block inside the 20 and down near the 15-yard line. Zane Petty again with the tackle, but what a move by White to get some room.
Heavy play action. Stave does a great job going down to his number 3 receiver. Nice move. Illinois just trying to take a shot on James White. Made a nice move. Went north and south. You get those Wisconsin backs in space now, Kevin, it's all over.
Gave him the leg, and then he took it away and gets all the way down to the 16-yard line. And now Gordon in as the tailback behind Derek Watt. Gordon, huge hole. And Gordon still on his feet, finally down to the 7-yard line. A yard short of the first down.
It's all inside zone blocking, just man-on-man blocking, inside zone.
Jay Lehman, a note on the Wisconsin offense.
It looks like Joel Stave's counting the box, seeing how many Illinois defenders are under. If there's more than 8, he can check out to a quick pass to Aberderis. If there's less than 8, run the power play.
2nd down and a yard from the 7-yard line. White back in now at tailback. Aberderis to the top of your screen. White to carry. And White's not going to get the first down. In fact, he'll lose a yard back to the 8-yard line.
That's a good stop on that power play that Jay was talking about. Played the power very well. Very hard play to stop because you have pulling guards to give you the extra hat at the point of attack. You're one more man than the defense. Illinois did a nice job.
Melvin Gordon coming into today leading the Big Ten. Almost 10 yards a carry. Leads in rushing yards per game and 3rd in the NCAA. 8 rushing touchdowns. Add 2 more tonight. 3rd down and 2 from the 8. Stave off the play action. Watt with the catch, and Watt's got the first down. Ball pops out. He's down. Down at the 3. Jalen Dunlap on the tackle. 1st and goal, Badgers.
The hardest thing for a right-handed quarterback is play action to your left and setting your feet and throwing it accurately. That's a great catch by Watt behind. That's a hard catch to make. The hardest catch to make in football. On a flat route to a back that doesn't really receive a lot of footballs. Nice job. Good concentration by Watt.
1st down and goal for Wisconsin. Play action. Stave to White. Breaks a tackle. White diving. Touchdown.
Just a great drive of run game with misdirection play action off of it. This is what Wisconsin does best. Little bootleg off the fly sweep series to Gordon. As the decoy, there's James White. You have one guy going, we have Gordon going one way and White going the other. That's a Wisconsin drive right there.
Jack Russell with the extra point, and the kick is good, and the Badgers roar out of the locker room and open up a 35-17 lead. This week's episode of The Journey, Big Ten Football 2013, presented by Best Buy, features Ohio State's Ryan Shazier, Minnesota's Cedric Thompson, and Wisconsin's running back tandem of James White and Melvin Gordon, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. For the 6th time in 7 games, the Badgers have scored on the opening drive of the second half, this time a touchdown to make it 35-17. Badgers have been very good coming out of the locker room to start the second half. Great halftime adjustments made by Gary Anderson and his staff as they punch it in, and now it'll head back over to Illinois and Langford from the goal line. And Langford upended at the 12-yard line. What a tackle made by Schobert. Joe Schobert able to knock the legs out from Langford at the 12, and Illinois started deep in their own end. Look at this play. Wow.
Great play on special teams. Keeping it low like you should with the new tackling rules.
So now this Illinois offense that found a little rhythm in the second quarter after a real slow start to this game for Tim Beckman's squad. Can they keep that rhythm going that they found in the second as they have their first possession here in the third? Ferguson motioning back next to Shieldhouse. Play action. Shieldhouse. Nobody open, and he's chased out of bounds by Connor O'Neill. Let's go back to that touchdown by Wisconsin a moment ago.
And all you're trying to do is get these guys just to step one way, just one step on the big sweep fake here. They froze the middle linebacker, just gave him enough to get out in front and score the touchdown. Good design, good play design. Nice call, good misdirection.
Andy Ludwig, the offensive coordinator, has his team up 35-17. 2nd and 13, back at the 9-yard line for Illinois. Some running room for Ferguson. And Ferguson, a yard shy of the first down. Nate Hammond on the tackle, but a nice run by the sophomore Josh Ferguson.
Little inside zone run, Kevin. I'm sure at halftime they counted up his carries and said, hey, we need to get Josh Ferguson the ball more in the second half. I think Bill Cubit does a great job of understanding that, who he has as players, and getting them the football.
Only had 3 carries in that first half for 5 yards. And now Bailey at quarterback on 3rd and 1.
Seems to be some confusion here.
And that confusion is going to result in a timeout taken by Illinois. They burn one of their 3 second half timeouts.
Illinois, they're first. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Bill Cubit not happy at all. Well, next weekend, BTN is live from Kinnick Stadium with a Legends Division matchup. The Iowa Hawkeyes host the Northwestern Wildcats. Coverage starts at noon Eastern, presented by the United States Marine Corps on BTN and BTN to go.
That is a huge game for both those teams. And the loser of that game, they're pretty much out of it.
Northwestern 0-3 now in the league after Minnesota knocked them off today. Iowa battled Ohio State at the shoe, but could not come away with a victory. 3rd down and a yard for Illinois. Ferguson in motion. Bailey on the roll, in some trouble. Got away, and the pass incomplete. John Davis couldn't pull it in as Bailey got popped at the 20-yard line.
I think with Aaron Bailey's power, he probably should have just tucked that ball and tried to get the first down. These are dangerous and tough throws to make. Looks like he should have just tucked it right there, put his head down, but he tried to throw it. He just did not have any balance in his feet. You always have to throw from a balanced position when you throw a football, Kevin. And he was so much on the move, he just couldn't balance up the throw.
I mentioned earlier the Badgers' success on their opening drive of the second half. No opponent of Wisconsin this year has scored on the opening drive in the second half. Teams are now 0 for 7 on that opening drive as Illinois will punt it away. Doe calls fair catch and makes it. Excellent field position for the Wisconsin Badgers. with a 35-17 lead. The campus of the University of Illinois, the Memorial Union, all lit up for this night game. Schedule a little different when you're playing the night game. Wisconsin traveling yesterday. There's a look inside the team plane. The team meeting once they got into Champaign yesterday. And then you've got a whole day to kill before a Saturday night game. So some extra time around the table at the team meal for the Badgers earlier today. However they spent their time, they spent it well because they've got a 35-17 lead with the football in very good field position as Gordon gets to the outside, slips one tackle, breaks a second, and gets into Illinois territory, 3 yards shy of a Wisconsin first down.
Those are the missed tackles that defensive coordinator Tim Banks was talking about to us, Kevin, the other day, that they tried to improve on during their bye week.
Moments ago, Nathan Scheelhaus getting retaped that right ankle along the Illinois sideline. They need him back out there and at full speed. 2nd down and 2 at the Illini 48-yard line. White with a first down and more. White got a block from Abradaris and is all the way down to the 31-yard line. James White with blocking downfield, and that's something that these coaches have talked about all year long, how much pride these wide receivers for Wisconsin take in their downfield blocking.
Head coach Gary Anderson told us that is a Wisconsin staple. Wide receiver blocking down the field. They take great pride in it. They call it knockdowns. They want to be able to knock down those DBs. They take as much pride in knocking down DBs as they do catching footballs.
From the 32-yard line, 1st down and 10. White to the outside. And White down to the 26-yard line. You know, there were officials in the after the first game of the season. Gary Anderson said some of the officiating crew in that season opener actually came over to the sideline and complimented he and his coaching staff on the blocking of the wide receivers. They're aggressive but not dirty, and the officials really appreciated that.
They have more big runs than any team in college football right now, and that's why. For all you young high school players and receivers, blocking downfield can swing us some great big plays.
And here's Abradaris, not a blocker, but a runner after the catch. And Abradaris gets another first down for the Badgers inside the Illinois 15.
It all starts with Abradaris at both fronts, both blocking and pass receiving. Very aggressive to the football, aggressive after he makes the catch. Lowers the shoulder, tough kid.
7th catch tonight for Abradaris. He's now at 42 on the year. Tim Banks, Illinois' defensive coordinator, looking for a stop, but Wisconsin moving at will once more. From the 13 on 1st down, Gordon with patience, Gordon with speed, and Gordon with a touchdown. 3rd rushing touchdown tonight for Melvin Gordon, and the Badgers have opened up a 41-17 lead.
With the inside zone run, Kevin, you have to have patience and let it develop. These two running backs do it as well as anybody I've seen in a long time. They're so patient with their eyes, let the linemen develop the block for them. And then in this case, Gordon goes backside. There should have been a backside contained player for Illinois. Wasn't there.
Russell's extra point is good, and Wisconsin dominating once again. 2 possessions in the second half, 2 more touchdowns. Melvin Gordon goes over 1,000 yards for the year with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. Today's Nissan Heisman history, Wisconsin's Ron Dayne, the 1999 Heisman Trophy winner. 14 years ago this weekend, Dayne rushed for 167 yards on 17 carries and 2 touchdowns in the Badgers' 59-0 win at home over Indiana. He's one of those backs that crested the 1,000-yard mark by plenty at Wisconsin, and Melvin Gordon just went over 1,000 yards on the year, the 16th Badger to do so on his touchdown run a moment ago. Not a bad runner there next to him as well in that backfield tandem of James White and Melvin Gordon. And now the kickoff for Wisconsin And this kickoff through the end zone for the touchback. And now Illinois with a little bit of a scrum happening after the play. Officials having to separate a couple of players. Everybody goes to a neutral corner, and all is well.
You know, you mentioned the run game of Wisconsin. What I love about this program, Kevin, is in the early 2000s, everybody was going to the spread offense. That was a new rage across the country. They just stayed true to form. Hey, we're going to run the football. We're not going to go that spread stuff. And they've stayed true to form. They've been just as successful as anybody in the country.
Our John Deere Gator game-changing performance, Melvin Gordon, 137 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns so far, over 1,000 on the season. Shieldhouse back out there after having that right ankle taped up on the sidelines. And on the first down, Shieldhouse has an open receiver in Steve Hull, and Hull right at the sticks at the 35. Marcus Trotter on the stop as they hurry up to the line.
Here's the pace that Illinois needs to keep Wisconsin off balance.
On first down, Shieldhouse again. And Shieldhouse with another first down to Spencer Harris. Brendan Kelly chasing him out of bounds at the 46.
Wisconsin's without their leader, Borland, now, so they're having trouble getting lined up, Kevin. Bill Cubit is taking advantage of this right now with some pace.
From the 46 of Illinois on first down. Shieldhouse with time, just a 3-man rush, pressure late, and the pass incomplete. Dropped at the 45 after a big stick laid by Marcus Trotter, and it's second down.
That's just a nice pie. They just drop an 8 on Shieldhouse, nowhere to go with the football. That's a good drop. You don't like drops, so that's a good one. He wasn't going anywhere, probably lost yardage if he did catch it.
Second and 10. Pressure coming this time. Shieldhouse able to fight through it and finds Steve Hull for a first down to the Wisconsin 40-yard line. Darius Hillary on the stop, and Hull still down.
That was a great throw there in traffic.
Timeout.
Really needled the throw in between 2 defenders. There's the end of the play.
Right to the back of the helmet,
Yep.
Tanner McAvoy. You'll see it right here as McAvoy comes in, number 17.
Right here at the end. Just snapped his neck forward there.
While they tend to him, we'll step aside. Oh, that's great to see. Steve
Yes.
Hull up, walking, now jogging over to the sidelines. Terrific to see. He's had a great night. 6 catches, 105 yards, career highs for Steve Hull, who came in with 7 catches and 176 yards all season long. Remember, he's been a safety the last few years, switched back to wide receiver this year.
Great story. Came here as a receiver, moved to safety, had a great career there, had a shoulder surgery or shoulder injury, had to go back to wide receiver.
Actually had a pick last year against these Badgers.
Excellent story.
From the 40-yard line of Wisconsin, first down. Shieldhouse, pressure coming. Flag is down as Shieldhouse throws it away.
Probably going to be a hold.
Our referee tonight is Mike Cannon.
Holding. Offense, number 57. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's the true freshman, Austin Schmidt.
Right. It's just when the quarterback breaks the pocket. Looks like he has his hand on the back right there. And when the quarterback breaks the pocket on scrambles, that's when it happens mostly. Or happens the most right there. Hand on the back. You gotta get your hand off the back of the defender.
Third penalty for 30 yards against the Illini tonight. First down and 20 back at midfield.
Just get some of it back here.
Swing pass, and they lose more yardage. Back to the 45, Pat Muldoon. Great open field tackle by the big defensive end.
They were all over that. They didn't really set it. I thought Nathan didn't use his eyes well at quarterback there. He needs to explode his eyes down the field a little bit more and freeze that defensive line.
And some movement going to cost the Illini 5 more. They're going the wrong direction right now.
illegal snap, offense, number 52. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Illegal snap.
Now, without Chris Borland, you wondered what would happen with this Wisconsin D, but Jay Lehman, they are really showing some effort down there.
They play with phenomenal effort. They don't just run to the football. They run to the football with a purpose that they want to hit someone, and they're very physical. They don't run that well with ability, but with their effort, they make up for it.
Pressure again up the middle. Shieldhouse with a flag down, completes it, and then out of bounds. The flag comes in late as Marcus Trotter flung Josh Ferguson aside. These may offset, Chuck.
There are flags on the play.
A lot of flags on the field right now.
Now, will the out-of-bounds play be a dead ball penalty? Our referee, Mike Cannon, will tell us.
Holding, offense, number 74. That 10-yard penalty will be assessed. After the play was over, late hit out of bounds. Defense, number 59. That 15-yard penalty is an automatic 1st down.
And the hold first.
Right in the middle. Here we go. Yep, hands on the back.
Vince Beagle, the man who was held, and then the play out of bounds that gives Illinois the 1st down right there. The fact that it was a dead ball penalty, as you look at Borland on the sideline, you know he's dying to be out there, just pacing back and forth.
Illinois caught a break there, Kevin. Got a 1st down out of that. They were going backwards.
From the 45 on 1st down. Trying to find a lane at all, but Josh Ferguson only gets 2. Pat Muldoon there again for the tackle.
Like Jay Lehman said, they had 6, 7 guys at the ball right there. They just fly to the football. Very instinctive defense. It's a veteran crew. They've played together a long time.
Seam ball to 12. Seam ball.
2nd down and 8. And a little running room down the sideline from Martez Barb. He'll be 3 yards short of the 1st down. That Illinois offensive line, Jay, averages around 309 pounds, but that defensive line for the Badgers seems to be holding its own and then some.
Yeah, they are. And they play a lot of games, meaning they're not just going to give a straight rush. The tackle's coming outside, the end's coming inside, and they're confusing Illinois a lot. Chuck, as an offensive coordinator, how can you expose that kind of scheme if you're Illinois?
Well, they have to go faster. They're slowing down right now in their pace and letting Wisconsin do that. They need to go faster so they don't get set up in their games, as you mentioned, Jay.
3rd down and 3 at the Badger 48-yard line. Shieldhouse throwing, backing up, and the completion of the 1st down. Ferguson had a chance for more yardage. Nate Hammond made a pretty good stop, but Ferguson moves the chains for Illinois.
That looked like it was going to develop in a big play, but Hammond tracked that down. Showed some speed to Ferguson there. Saved a big play. Could have been a really big play after the 1st down.
From the Badger 42-yard line.
Showing man coverage.
4-man rush. Shieldhouse hit as he throws. Airing it deep. The pass is incomplete. And here comes a flag late at the 25-yard line. And getting up after the play was Ryan Langford, and hobbling to the sideline. He was right where that flag was thrown.
Just a simple corner route. Looked like he got his leg caught up.
Holding, defense, number 5. 10-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
It's Darius Hillary. There was some question earlier this week as to whether or not Hillary would play. This time he gets the hold.
Just this corner route. Looks like he got his leg caught up in Hillary's legs. Yeah, he just came up limping. Maybe just pulled something. Hillary said, I didn't hold him.
Shieldhouse off the play fake. Lots of time. Looking deep, and it is caught inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal as Matt Lacoste takes it to the 3.
That's one of the best throws I've seen Nathan Shieldhouse throw this year, with some touch and loft away from the defender. Excellent throw against tight coverage on a crossing route. Puts him in business.
First and goal at the 3-yard line. Nathan Shieldhouse now 3rd all-time on the total offense career list, passing Jack Trudeau on that pass. The give is to Donovan Young, and not much running room at all. Marcus Trotter, who's been involved in a lot of tackles playing tonight for Chris Borland, comes up with another stop.
Trotter's really impressed me tonight, Kevin. He's, like you just said, he's taking the place of Chris Borland, and he has had a nice game, taking advantage of his opportunity. It all starts with Bo Allen up front, though. That big nose guard is hard to move off the ball, allows those linebackers to make plays and be free to the football to be able to make the play.
Second and goal at the 3. Illinois spreading it out with a 5 wide as Shieldhouse backs into the empty backfield. On the roll, the toss juggled and incomplete. Barr couldn't handle it. Peniel Jean was right there. Even if Barr catches it, momentum and Jean were taking him to the sideline.
Yeah, again, one of those good drops. He's probably going to lose yardage on this play. Well defended by Wisconsin. They went to a full zone there. Illinois tried a little pick play to get somebody in the flat, and they were waiting for it. And zone allows you to wait for that.
3rd and goal at the 3.
Look for a pass in the back of the end zone here.
Ferguson with the carry. Ferguson banging off 3 tacklers and still can't get in at the 1-yard line. Ethan Heemer able to drive him back as he got to the 1, and now a decision for Tim Beckman, and it's probably not much of a decision.
Yeah, go for it. He probably called that a run play knowing he had 4th down in his pocket. That's why he ran the football, knowing he's going to go for it on 4th down.
And they go with that heavy set and bring in Aaron Bailey at quarterback.
Wildcat.
On 4th down and goal from the 1. Bailey trying the left side. Bailey fighting for the goal line. Touchdown. Second, third, maybe even 4th effort there, Chuck, for Aaron Bailey to cross the goal line.
Well, he's 6'2", 220 pounds, Kevin, and he has power in his legs. They have a nice goal line weapon there moving forward with their Wildcat package with Aaron Bailey.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
They're going to look at it. 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, and did Aaron Bailey break the plane of the goal line before his knee was down? Let's see what we can see.
Just an off-tackle play, trying to seal the edge. Boy, he has no block right there. He makes it all, might have gone down.
The ball was down by his waist as he went down.
Might have gone down here. Elbow goes down.
Here's that good look again. Does the ball ever break the plane before he's down?
Does not.
Look at that.
The knee.
No. There's the elbow. The ball still hasn't broken. Now it has.
That is not a touchdown.
Talk about deflating. If this is reversed, deflating for Illinois, what a lift for Wisconsin.
Great goal line stand for Wisconsin if it gets overturned.
A 13-play, 75-yard drive And the touchdown may be taken off the board on review.
After review, the runner was down before the ball broke the plane of the end zone. Ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. First down, Wisconsin.
The beauty of replay.
It's beautiful only if you're those folks from Wisconsin.
That's right.
For the Illinois folks, this is not pretty at all.
You just couldn't. Good power. You did the best you could with not much blocking.
And Tim Beckman's squad comes up empty on that 13-play drive. Now Wisconsin nestled against their own goal line at the 1.
You have a chance to pin them down in here if you're Illinois. Make a statement.
White with the carry. Gets a little breathing room out near the 4-yard line. And James White and the Badgers are going to be content to let this quarter expire and march on to the 4th quarter here in Champaign. Wisconsin in the 3rd quarter blanks Illinois, puts 2 touchdowns on the board, and the Badgers in control 42-17 after 3. BTN football presented by Buick as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Wisconsin 42, Illinois 17. I'm Kevin Kugler alongside Chuck Long. Jay Lehman down on the field tonight manning the sidelines. Our entire BTN crew from Champaign, Illinois. 2nd and 7 for Wisconsin from their own 4-yard line as we start the 4th quarter. White with the carry, White with some running room, and White with a first down to the 13-yard line. After our game wraps up tonight, Dave, Jerry, and Howard will be along with the final drive. They'll bring you all the scores, stories, and highlights from the entire day in the Big Ten. The final drive tonight after our game on BTN. A lot to talk about for those guys. This was really just an intriguing day in the conference. Michigan got a test against Indiana. Ohio State was challenged by Iowa today. Purdue put up a fight against Michigan State. From the 12 on first down. Gordon going nowhere. No gain for Melvin Gordon. Now the early games today, there's that Michigan State score, the fumble return for a touchdown, and then one other score for Michigan State, and that Minnesota score, 20-17 over Northwestern. The Cats now 0-3 in the conference. Michigan, what an offensive day. Jeremy Gallen, 369 yards receiving. Gardner, 503 through the air. And then Ohio State scoring late to beat the Iowa Hawkeyes. Gordon. Melvin Gordon with a pickup of nearly 5 to the 17-yard line. Tim Kennard on the stop for Illinois.
You mentioned teams fighting today in the Big Ten, like Purdue and Michigan State. You see Illinois is fighting right now. They're still hitting. They're hitting hard. They're playing hard. This is where you want to grow as a young defense for defense coordinator Tim Banks. Get a stop down here. You got them in 3rd and medium. Get a stop. And that's where you get some growth out of your defense against a vaunted Wisconsin offense.
Third and 5. Stavi with pressure. Abradaris can't pluck it at the 18-yard line, and it's 4th down, and the Badgers will have to punt it away.
That's where Stave needs to grow a little bit more as a quarterback, is keeping, when he steps in the pocket, throw footballs where they can catch and run, not when they're diving for footballs or when they catch it hitting the ground.
Mosley back with Barr, awaiting the punt for Illinois. This is Barr at the 45. Barr lost the football, and I believe Illinois able to secure it with Darius Mosley on top of it. Almost disaster again for Illinois.
These Wisconsin special teams players take a lot of pride in covering and trying to get that ball out.
As we look at the standings updated coming into play tonight, Michigan State and Nebraska undefeated in the Legends division. Ohio State undefeated overall. Wisconsin a game behind, but that one loss in conference to those Ohio State Buckeyes. At the 47-yard line, first down. Little flea flicker now for Shieldhouse. Looking deep for Langford, and the pass is incomplete, and here's a flag. Darius Hillary out there, one of the two defenders, along with Tanner McAvoy.
I love the way offensive coordinator Bill Cubitt calls the game, Kevin. Flea flicker in the fourth
Pass
quarter.
interference, defense, number 5. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Flea flicker, you fake the block, and then you go. And Nathan Shieldhouse just got it to him late. You cannot face guard. You have to turn, as a defensive player, you have to turn and look for the football. That's what they called.
Langford looked like he was running pretty well. Remember the last we saw Langford, he was limping off the field. First down and 10 at the Badger 38-yard line for Illinois. Ferguson the carry to the 35-yard line. Vince Beagle on the stop. It's a slow start tonight for Nathan Shieldhouse, just 3 for 7 for 9 yards, but since he's found the hot hand, 15 of 18 for 216 yards.
And that's being a veteran quarterback. He's over 60% for his career and 3 different coordinators since he's been here. That is amazing.
Shieldhouse, great fake, and Shieldhouse nudged out at the 16-yard line. A pickup of 19 for Nathan Shieldhouse before Nate Hammond could chase him out. And what a fake by Shieldhouse.
Just your quarterback zone read. They haven't done a lot of this year with Nathan, trying to keep him healthy, but that was a nice surprise. Here they go fast.
On first down, it's Barr, and Barr down to the 1-yard line.
And they caught Wisconsin, Kevin, not lined up again, going fast after a big play. Nice call by Bill Cubitt. Get some pace in there.
See one more time right at the end. You can see he didn't quite get in.
Needs to lower his shoulder pad.
Play action on first down out of the Maryland I. Shieldhouse gonna run. Nice little move at the end, and Shieldhouse with the touchdown. The little cut to the left got him just enough room to get in.
Nice drive by the Illinois offense. Good mix of plays and good pace in their offense that did not allow Wisconsin to get lined up. Look out, trick play.
They're going to go for 2, and the 2-point conversion is good. They've lined up in that odd formation all night long, and the pass completed for the 2-point conversion, and it's 42-25.
That was the Denny's route to the left. Just the same route. They have both tackles spread out on the line of scrimmage. Your same route, corner route with a flat route. Touchdown.
John Davis converting on the 2-point conversion. The touchdown for Shieldhouse. The Illini down 17. Next weekend, BTN is live from Kinnick Stadium with a Legends Division matchup. The Iowa Hawkeyes host the Northwestern Wildcats. Coverage starts at noon Eastern, presented by the United States Marine Corps on BTN and BTN to go. After the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, Illinois back within 17, 42-25, 11:38 remaining in the fourth, as Kenzel Doe awaits the kickoff from Illinois. Still time for the Illini, but they need stops, and they need them in a hurry. Wisconsin has been unstoppable in this second half for the most part, as Doe from the goal line. Doe with a hole. Kenzel Doe down the sideline, and Doe across midfield before he's finally pulled out of bounds by Eaton Spence. 46-yard line of Illinois.
Well, after a great drive by Illinois, they give up this big play, just a big space down the sideline.
54-yard return. Brian Wozniak had a great block as we look back at the two-point conversion.
Here's the confusion right here. He should be lined up one man over. He thinks that's a receiver. It's really a tackle. So they had him outflanked. They had too many Illinois receivers in that area to defend.
Gordon in motion. The give to White. Big hole. White into the secondary. And a first down for James White as he picks up 11. Grimes on the tackle. James White over 70 yards rushing tonight. Gordon at 142. Over 200 again for that tandem. As we check in once more with Jay Lehman.
When they run that fly sweep, either they give it to Gordon or they fake it to him. It's always the same formation. Illinois' defense is calling out the formation, but can't seem to get a beat on what Wisconsin is doing to stop the play.
There's White again, and White inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play. Teitzma on the stop. Now James White, 82 yards rushing tonight. Closing in on a second 100-yard rusher for the Badgers.
You know Wisconsin's going to run the ball here, Kevin. If I'm Illinois, just commit those safeties in the line of scrimmage. Hey, just beat us with the throw if you can. Try to get those safeties down lower so you can stop that running game, because that's what they're going to try to use clock here.
2nd and 5, play action. Stabby open. Abradaris, and Abradaris down just shy of the 10-yard line. So good on the play fake. Stabby finds his favorite target once more.
They love that play action fake where he fakes to his left and rolls to his right to make it an easier throw. And Abradaris always works the post corner over there to the left-hand side, really turns the corner around. Great route runner. Really has perfected his route running and gives the quarterback a chance to deliver good balls to him.
First down and 10 at the 11-yard line. Stabby on the roll. Throws it short. Catch is made by Pedersen at the 5 and knocked out of bounds inside the 5 by Zane Petty.
Their play action is so good. Here, just a simple roll out to the right, fake to the back, deliver the ball. It's been sharp all night long. It's kept Illinois off balance. And when you have a good running game like they have, it's tough to defend the play action and the bootleg.
Stabby 16 of 21, 189 yards and 2 scores. 2nd and 3 from the 4-yard line. White picking forward, and White down at the 1. Remember, they could get a first down at the 1-yard line, and there is the first.
They are always moving forward, these running backs. No, didn't quite get in. Oh, close. They never take lost yards, these 2 running backs. They are so impressive.
Wholesale substitutions for Illinois, waiting to see if Wisconsin would sub. They did. And now it's 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
There's your big lineup.
White to carry. And White in for the touchdown. 2nd rushing touchdown tonight for James White.
Just a little window dressing here with motion. A little power. They call that power at the pulling guard. Just a downhill running play right at you. The Wisconsin staple has been around since Barry Alvarez took over as head coach.
Badgers have scored at least 24 points in every game this year. Tonight, 49 is the number for the Wisconsin Badgers. James White with his 2nd rushing touchdown. 5 rushing touchdowns tonight for the Badgers. Football on BTN is presented by Buick. It's your kind of luxury. And brought to you by State Farm. For auto, home, life, and banking, get to a better state. Plenty to dance about if you're a Badger fan tonight. A 49-25 lead for the Badgers on the road with 8:32 to play. Making the medium-sized trip from Madison, Wisconsin to Champaign. A very nice return for those folks as they've seen their Badgers perform awfully well. 21 second-half points after the 28-17 halftime lead. And a little bit of confusion on the short kickoff. Evan Wilson just covers it up at the 22-yard line. Well, earlier we showed you the days for Wisconsin leading their way down here. Last night, Illinois went and saw a movie. Popcorn and Gatorade awaiting them. The walkthrough earlier today. Get the guys outside, get them on the field, and then treatment afterwards. Chuck Long was not seen anywhere near the hot tubs this afternoon.
No.
It was all Illinois.
I love the popcorn, though. Glad he brought that in. I love popcorn.
From the 22-yard line, first down and 10 for Shieldhouse and the Illini. And that one caught by Justin Hardy along the sideline. 9-yard pickup. Darius Hillary on the coverage.
Simple out route, Kevin, that you don't see much of that anymore. That speed out at 10 yards, we used to call it. Nice throw by Nathan. He's had a good night tonight.
20 of 27 for Shieldhouse, 249 yards. And on second and short, a first down, the ball pops out, ripped out of the hands of Donovan Young at the 39-yard line, and it's Wisconsin football. Marcus Trotter, who's played all night in relief of Chris Borland, comes up with the loose football.
Trotter has played exceptional tonight in place of Chris Borland, making the most of his opportunity. Here's Young with the ball, just has to squeeze that football. And when you don't get a lot of carries in a game, which he has not, sometimes you try to do too much, or you want to make the big play. He just squeezed the ball in traffic.
To give Tyler Dipple credit, he's the one who knocked it out of the hands of Donovan Young.
And he was running too high there, Kevin. Young's got to get lower. His pass low.
Here's White, who's down to the 36-yard line. Austin Teitzma on the stop. James White picks up 3. He has 89 yards on the night, trying to get to that double 100 mark again. You saw earlier that it's happened many, many times already. 4 times this year that White and Gordon have been over the century mark in the same game. Second down and 7 at the 36. White again. And White, good open field tackle coming up to help the safety Ernest Thomas. White had blockers in front, but Chuck Thomas was able to get in there and bring him down.
And there's that safety I was telling you before, Kevin. They need to get him up in the line of scrimmage to make plays because their defensive line cannot hold up against Wisconsin's offensive line. They're moving them off the ball, so they have to commit those safeties. That was a nice read by Ernest Thomas to make that a minimal gain, but that needs to take place.
Third down and 4 at the Illini 33-yard line. White again. And White's going to be short of the first down at the 31. 2 yards shy. Zane Petty again on the stop. And now 4th down and 2. And remember, the guy who was going to kick long field goals tonight was Borland. Well, he's obviously not going to do that. So instead of kicking, Gary Anderson doesn't have a lot of choice here.
Right. It's almost a time where you want to get out there and practice with somebody kicking it. See if somebody can make it on the sideline.
There's Borland, who we were quite honestly hoping would get a chance to try a long field goal tonight. What a story that would be if Borland comes in and starts banging field goals from 45 yards or more. Unfortunately, his injury not only took him out of that, but took him out of the linebacking game as well.
I was reading somewhere where he could throw the football too. He could throw it with his left hand as well as his right hand.
Good news, he can still drive the bus back to the airport for the team, even with that injury. Tomorrow on BTN, it's Michigan State and Wisconsin in women's volleyball. Coverage starts at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on BTN and BTN to go.
Go Illini! Let's go Illini!
Cheerleaders not giving up. It's that kind of dedication to team spirit.
That's right.
5:56 to go in the fourth. Their team down by 24, and the Badgers with a 4th down and 2 at the Illinois 31-yard line.
This would be a good stop for the Illinois defense. A positive for them if they can get it done with a young defense.
Arneson the motion man on 4th and 2. White the carry. First down for Wisconsin, and White to the 27-yard line gets 4 before Zephaniah Grimes can make the stop.
That play almost broke for a touchdown. Look at the left side right here. They stay square coming off the look at that hole right there. And Illinois did close that hole. I know it's a first down, but they closed it. That could have been a touchdown easy.
This Wisconsin squad is extremely impressive, and when you look around the conference today, it's hard to argue against Wisconsin being the most impressive of the day so far.
They're an impressive football team.
This is their 3rd running back, Corey Clement, who takes it down to the 22-yard line, a 5-yard pickup for the freshman. The true freshman who went over 100 yards in the opener. As the helmet's off of Tights, but he'll have to leave. He was the first true freshman to go over 100 in the opener at Wisconsin since 1972. Remember, they had 3 backs over 100 the first 2 games of the season.
And they've had a lot of good running backs in Wisconsin. That's quite a feat. And now they're going to play some 4-minute offense, which that's what their offense is. It's basically 4-minute offense the whole day.
So you're saying they're in their wheelhouse right now?
They're in their wheelhouse right now. They're in the second medium, and they're trying to milk the clock. Staying in the huddle a long time.
2nd and 5 from the 22. Clement again the carry. And a little bit of a hole. Nice cutback as well as he gets the first down. You see the shiftiness there for the true freshman. They really like this kid behind Melvin Gordon next year. Another great tandem.
And be ready for them to get a little wildcat formation at some point in time, possibly with all 3 of them in the same backfield. With White as the quarterback.
That's a frightening thought right there.
Oh my gosh. You know that's coming down the road.
From the 12-yard line on first down. Clement again. And this time nothing doing. Jake Howe, no gain on the play. May have even lost a yard as we look at the dynamic duo of James White and Melvin Gordon, the 2-headed monster. You think they know that James White is just 2 yards shy of 100? Get him out there for 1 more carry and go over the century mark?
Somebody needs to tell them. We always had somebody in the department tell us when I was coaching, hey, in a game like this, we were ahead.
Illinois has not allowed 2 rushers over 100 yards in the same game since 2009 against Penn State. Clement picking his way forward to the Illini 5-yard line as we slide under 3 minutes to play.
Of course, you don't want to get anybody hurt either, Kevin. You know, you really hate yourself getting him in there for 2 more yards and he gets hurt.
That would probably not sit well in Madison over the course of the next several weeks if that were to happen.
It would not.
3rd down and 3 at the 5.
It gives Clement a chance here in a nice drive. Illinois needs to show, you got him in the 3rd down now, show some fight, try to get a stop here and build on it.
On 3rd down, Clement up the middle, and Clement into the end zone for the touchdown.
Power, hard-nosed football.
And the cherry on top for Clement, his 5th rushing touchdown of the year.
That's the Wisconsin way there, Kevin. Right down, run it right at you. Downhill.
Jack Russell. And the extra point by Russell, good once more. He's been perfect tonight, and the Badgers with 56 points on the board and a 56-25 lead. Well, earlier today, just because it's a home game doesn't mean the team doesn't come together. Illinois riding over. It's obviously the fastest bus in the history of the Big Ten Conference, or we've sped it up for purposes of time. One of the two. Tim Beckman and company arriving at Memorial Stadium here in Champaign as a team. And unfortunately for Coach Beckman and company, it's not gone the way they hoped it would go as they rode over on the bus earlier today. His team down 56-25 against an excellent Wisconsin Badger squad. Short kickoff once again from the 18-yard line. Trying to find some running room, not much there for Martez Barr. And the Illinois Fighting Illini will take over at the 22. Tomorrow, 17th-ranked Penn State hosts Illinois in women's soccer. Coverage starts at noon Eastern tomorrow on BTN and BTN to go. Badger fans feeling very good about their decision to make it down to Champaign tonight, as the new quarterback Riley O'Toole gets the opportunity. Made a couple of starts in 7 games last year. Out there right now in relief of Nathan Shieldhouse. O'Toole throws short, and the completion to the 28-yard line to Devin Church. Now here's our Duluth. Second down and 4 at the 28-yard line. O'Toole on the run. Oh, he got popped at the 31-yard line. Bryce Gilbert met him head on, and he's a yard short of the first down. What a tackle by Bryce Gilbert.
Riley O'Toole took a shot here. This Wisconsin team still hustling, getting after it.
Fumbled snap, and down to the 37-yard line. Here's our Duluth Trading hardest working player. It's James White. 98 yards on the ground, 29 yards through the air, and 3 touchdowns tonight for James White. 2 rushing and 1 receiving. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. O'Toole over the middle, and a diving catch made by Martez Barr at the Wisconsin 47-yard line.
Good 2-minute drill here for Illinois to end this football game.
Some good work for Riley O'Toole late in the game as we go under a minute to play.
Excellent work.
O'Toole to the outside, and Spencer Harris, and Harris able to work out of bounds, gets another first down at the 37-yard line. Jakari Washington knocks him out of bounds.
You get a lot of throws in here for a backup quarterback in a 2-minute drill in a game situation.
Came in 7 for 11 on the year for 72 yards, did O'Toole. On first down, to the sideline again, and the catch is made by Spencer Harris, who gets out of bounds once more, short of the first down by 2 yards. Don't forget, after the game, Dave, Jerry, and Howard are in our BTN studios. The final drive with scores and highlights from a very busy day in college football straight ahead on BTN. A high-scoring Big Ten Conference Saturday, including here where Wisconsin's put 56 on the board. Second and 2, O'Toole looking down the sideline. Great catch made by Harris, and he's in for the touchdown. What a grab by the senior Spencer Harris.
This is a simple fade route, Kevin, to the outside, throwing it up. Good concentration by Harris. He's the taller player there. He has the advantage, size advantage, and used it.
Spencer Harris with his first touchdown of the season And what a catch. The degree of difficulty extremely high. And O'Toole 5 for 5 for 69 yards on that drive. Zaleski's extra point is good. And Illinois, against a defense that has held 3 teams out of the end zone this season, has put up 32 tonight, albeit in a losing effort, likely.
Well, that's a positive that Illinois can build on. They are scoring points this year, and they scored points tonight against a great defense. Build on that as you move forward. Keep it positive for your players. Hey, we can do this. You just faced a great defense and scored a bunch of points tonight, 32 of them.
As an injured player for Wisconsin, it's Bryce Gilbert who stayed down after that extra point. Gilbert, who had that big hit earlier in that drive. They're tending to the junior. And we'll see it here right in the middle of the screen, Chuck. They help him up.
Yeah, right in the middle. Ooh,
right there.
Gets bent back.
They're helping him to the sidelines, as you can see, and that was an ugly scene for Bryce Gilbert.
Those extra points are a mess sometimes, Kevin. A lot of bodies in a tight area.
Gary Anderson out to greet his junior out of Brookfield, Wisconsin.
They're up a bunch of points, just still trying to block it, coming after him hard.
BTN Hockey Night returns in just 6 days with a matchup of national powers from Minneapolis. The third-ranked Gophers host number 7 Boston College at Mariucci Arena. BTN Hockey presented by Buffalo Wild Wings returns Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on BTN and BTN to go. Love seeing the Big Ten hockey promos. Everybody with their teeth knocked out. Coach Izzo on the Zamboni.
That's fun. Good commercial.
The onside kick took a nice hop, but it's covered up by the Badgers. Wisconsin gets the football back. Jared Abbrederis covering up the onside kick. Does everything. Jared Abbrederis in there on the hands team makes the pickup.
I like this call by Illinois, though. Head coach Tim Beckman said, hey, we will never give up. He's teaching your kids, hey, we'll never give up regardless of the score. We're going to keep trying.
You're sending a message, aren't you?
Sends a good message.
Badgers now out at the 47-yard line, looking to run this one out. Move to 5-2 on the year and 3-1 in the league. Clement to the outside, down the sidelines, and nudged out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Looked for a minute like he was going to take that one all the way to the house.
This Wisconsin team, Kevin, is impressive. They're playing well. They play to the final whistle. They're going to be tough to beat. Better bring your A game when you play Wisconsin.
They go on bye, then they start November in Iowa, go out of conference, play BYU before they close with Indiana, a road trip to Minnesota, and a game against Penn State the final week of the season. But if they're going to win the Leaders Division, they're going to need some help. They're going to need a couple of losses for Ohio State, as that's one loss that Wisconsin does not want to be long-term right there. The loss tonight of Chris Borland, who left early in this ball game with an injury, limping out to the field here as this one is all over. Coaches with an embrace, and the ball game is final. Wisconsin 56, Illinois 32. The most combined points ever between Illinois and Wisconsin. 88 points scored tonight. That'll do it from Champaign. Our final score: Wisconsin moves to 5-2 and 3-1 in the league with a 56-32 win over Illinois, now 3-3 overall. For Chuck Long and Jay Lehman, I'm Kevin Kugler. Now let's send you to Dave, Jerry, and Howard in our Chicago studio for the final drive. So long from Champaign.